hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I figured I'd kind of do an update. I guess life as a chronic illness vlogger, you kind of want to be raw and show different things with chronic illness, so that's kind of why I'm coming on today. I am over the flu, which I am immensely grateful for. I'm very grateful that I was not in the hospital or anything like that, but I am flaring. There's a lot going on right now in my body, and I don't feel good at all. I actually just got done vomiting, which I know TMI, but that is life with gastropresis, and I feel like if I don't share, and I'm going to come on here, I'm doing injustice, so I'm going to be raw and honest about, what's going on with my health. So I have Xolair. What's today? Today is Thursday. Can't believe it's Thursday. So I have Xolair tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. Like, I am looking forward to it on one hand, but the other hand I'm not, because I don't want to have to go through kind of the Xolair hangover and getting sick and all that stuff. So not really looking forward to that, but I also see the allergist tomorrow. And then I have Remicade next Tuesday, and then I'm due for another injection, my depot, the following Monday, I think, but I might end up, that's the only one that's really like flexible, so I might end up pushing it back just to give my body like a break. But my head hurts quite a bit, and I'm really weak because I haven't had much food in my system, and what food I did put in came back out. So, it's just going to be a struggle until I can get a good amount of food in, just to kind of balance out my body, I guess, and not feel so weak. The weakness started picking up a couple days ago, and tight muscles, so I'm going to record it and just kind of see, okay, is some of this from getting closer to Xolair? Is it nothing to do with Xolair? I don't really know, because we don't know what this neurology disease is, so it's hard to tell a lot of stuff. So, alright, I guess I will see you all later. I know I'm not really looking at the camera. I'm sorry for that. I'm just completely out of it. So, and I have Saide here with me. You want to say hello? Say hi. I'm cute and gross right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but she's drooling. I don't know if you can. No, it doesn't really pick up your... Oh, there it is. Yep. So Saide, for anybody who doesn't know, this is my curl ear cat. Saide Rose is her full name, and she is like obsessed with her name. So really quick, the story of Saide is her name in the shelter was JWoww. And she did not like the name JWoww. So she absolutely adores her name, Saide Rose. If you sit here and just say it, she'll just start purring. It's pretty hilarious. But Saide also has autoimmune disease, so that's why she is drooling a little bit. And now my mast cell is acting up, so I'm getting like all teary-eyed. I'm not actually crying, even though it looks that way, and it's quite annoying because every time I'm with people, they're like, oh my gosh, you're crying, and I'm like, no, but I'm not. Like, it's my mast cell. So I get like really watery eyes now from it, which is newer. It is it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning, and Abby just decided to go outside and go potty. So, yeah, hopefully she'll be done soon. So I guess we will see you all a little bit later. Bye. And Abby is back in. She's not terribly interested yet in breakfast, and it's almost 11, so it is really late for her to be eating. We did get up kind of late, but I'm still not sure why she's not wanting to eat. So I have this to start her out. It's just a little, this is kind of a treat for her, but not really. So let me just explain that. So it's got coconut oil, and that's actually just 2 pieces of mixer. The one's cranberry on the right hand side. I can't really point. And then the one in the middle is just lamb. You want that? It's for you. Oh, got so excited. So yeah, like she thinks it's a treat, but it's all healthy. That's what I'm saying. Like it is a treat, but it's not. She thinks these mixers are treats, even though they're not. So, and I'll just show you. These are some of her games for this morning. And she's got some stuff also in the freezer right now. I actually find it really funny. Sadie loves to watch Abby eat. Ooh. I think I just saw like a mouse or something outside Sade's. I know, I should probably be telling the dog that, not you. Alright, so I just realized I'm pretty certain I did not say why I feel so terrible with being close to my Remicade, which is my chemo, which is an immunosuppressant / biologic treatment. Remicade helps me to eat and keeps down the inflammation in my GI tract, but it also helps my systemic inflammation throughout my body. So I have several autoimmunes, and it's been in question if I have lupus or not. We're leaning towards that I do, for the record. So it's also thought that Remicade does help my lupus symptoms. I can't remember if it helps my tightness, and this is why I should really, really record stuff. But I think like if you have chronic illness, you totally get why I don't always record stuff, like write it down, because I end up so fatigued and so weak that like I can't write it down. And like it really does seem unfair for me to be like to my family, oh hey, can you write down my symptoms for me? Like it's just, sometimes it's just so hard to explain too, like symptoms. So, but that's kind of what Remicade helps with. It is typical that I don't feel well before Remicade. Usually, it used to be the last 2 weeks were really bad. We pushed my infusions closer together. Now it's really the last week. But the past couple infusions, when I started cromolyn, I was doing better. But now we stopped domperidone, which was another medicine to help my stomach move and eat because it is paralyzed. So without that medicine, I'm definitely struggling a lot more. I'm struggling like also with motility in my gut. So I've decided to short-term start back up that medicine. Like I said, I'm due for Remicade in a couple of days. So I do have, for anybody wondering, I do have permission from my doctor to do this. He knows that I have 2 medications on hand and that I am allowed to use them if I need them. So I do want to put that disclaimer because I was talking to my friend last night and I realized, I was like, I don't actually know if I told you, but I have permission from my doctor to be messing around with this dose. Like, I'm not doing this on my own. I'm definitely not up for those challenges with doing that on my own. I think that would be pretty dumb in my situation with my body because of how fragile everything is. But no, both my PCP knows, and so does my gastro, that I have these medicines on hand, and so does my nursing. So everybody's aware. So I am going to be taking, hopefully, detailed notes for him. I showed you all my lovely bullet journal in my last video. Hoping to be using it later today. And I really just want to get together like a plan. This way we know, okay, like this is what the deal is with either domperidone or Reglan. I would prefer to be on domperidone. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So a lot of it is just honestly praying and waiting it out. And it stinks. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I did vomit today, like I said, but I am getting in, to me, an adequate amount of food. at the moment, so I'm very proud of that, honestly. Like, I know that sounds really silly. I'm 26 and I'm just so proud every day if I can eat 3 meals. Like, you guys don't understand. If you have not gone through not eating, you don't get it. What a victory it is, seriously, just to be able to eat. It's huge. So, but before I had gotten sick today, I was not feeling good. I was feeling like the day when I had walked into the closet, so just not feeling good at all, feeling very, very weak, a little bit disoriented, which was kind of scary. I don't like feeling disoriented, especially when I'm home alone. And when I do get disoriented, I tend to get lost in my house. I've only lived here for over 20 years, and I get lost. So, yeah, alright, that was supposed to be a, 30-second update that turns into a couple minutes. Typical. Alright, so I keep saying that I'm going to introduce my girls, and stuff just keeps happening, and I keep forgetting. So this is Grace, for anybody who doesn't know her, also known as Gracie. Gracie! I've had her for 6 or 7 years now. Well, her full name is Grace Misty. Two of my girls do have middle names. And this is Mama Fluffy. I think you've all met Fluffy, honestly. Right, girl? She adopted us. She answers to just about any name, though. Right, Fluffs? Fluffy,